People in our country are so on edge about gender, and they should be. Transgender ideology is causing so much devastation. I see it on a regular basis in some of the people I minister to and their families. And we need to protect women. And part of that is pushing back against transgender ideology that says that a man can be a woman and vice versa. We see this being played out in female sports. We should decry what is happening, and we should fight to protect women and girls. We should also protect their bathroom spaces and just their sense of identity on the marvelous ways in which God made men and women. That should be celebrated. Well, right now there's a debate about whether trans females, also known as men biologically, should participate in women's sports in the Olympics. And obviously the answer is absolutely not.
Why is this even a thing?
However, so many times we let anger take over our lives and we mow over innocent people. One of those innocent people is Ilona Maher. She is on the U.S. Rugby Olympic team. And this week, she's been in the spotlight, and she's been the victim of a massive amount of online bullying by people calling her a man or a trans woman because she looks too masculine to be a woman. And the bullying has been absolutely heartless. I've been scrolling through Twitter, and I've seen it posted different places. And the irony is that it is coming from people who decry biological men being given a place in women's sports. And so they respond by attacking an actual woman who is excelling at women's sports. So let's look at what she posted on Twitter yesterday. This seemed like a really heartfelt kind of plea and kind of sharing what she's been through a little bit.
To be very real here for a second. As you can probably tell, I've been crying a little bit. I always get these comments, but like recently it kind of ramped up. I get comments being called a man and being called masculine and asking if I'm on steroids. There will always be negative people out there, and they put women in a box, and they think of women should be fragile and petite and quiet and meek. But that's not the case.
Okay, I'm just going to share that one little clip. She has some other great things to share. But I appreciate her pouring out her heart like that. She's obviously been pretty hurt, but she's trying to use it to invest in other women and girls. So I'm glad that she's speaking out. She seems to be a strong woman and a role model for other girls. We should celebrate her. We should celebrate the strength of women and their accomplishments. So it's ironic that many girls who have been deceived by transgenderism, and I see this pattern all the time, the beginning of their deceit is insecurity about their body. They're told that something is wrong with their body, and so they must not be a girl, so they need to transition to be a man. And it's so tragic, and it's so harmful for their emotional, psychological, spiritual state. And so women and girls need to be told that their bodies are a gift from God and they're perfect just as they are. We should celebrate them, especially these teenage girls who are struggling so badly with these insecurities and they're being told that transgenderism is the solution. They need to be having people come alongside them and navigate through that and reaffirm them and give them assurances that your body is developing exactly like God designed it to. And that's something to celebrate. And so it's just the irony of the people attacking this Olympic athlete is just out of the world. And it's the opposite message we should be sending to our girls. So I have 3 challenges to leave us with. First of all, if you want to protect women, then honor women. Many times people quote Proverbs 31 to show what the ideal woman is. And something I like to point out many times is that Proverbs 31 also shows what it looks like to honor a woman from a man's standpoint. Call out her strengths, celebrate her talents and abilities, and celebrate her character and who she is. Secondly, if you can't say something nice, don't say it at all. Ephesians 4:29 says, "Let no corrupting talk come out of your mouths, but only such as is good for building up, as fits the occasion, that may give grace to those who hear." And that goes beyond saying it from your mouth, but also from your keyboard. The internet can be so dehumanizing. Don't participate. Control your tongue. Don't like the comments. Don't kind of egg on the people who are saying such things. Stand in the gap and protect and honor people, honor their dignity and the image of God that they are created in. Lastly, the internet is a cruel place. It's okay to take a break. It can be so disheartening to see what is happening there. I have been off Facebook for over a week now, and it's been a great break. Now, Twitter really needs to be next. The internet isn't the real world. Put down your phone, go love your neighbor, and celebrate the greatness you see in the people around you. Celebrate women like Ilona here, who I guarantee most of the men who are ridiculing her, she could probably kick their butt. She could probably kick my butt. I have no doubt. Celebrate her, celebrate people in your life, and just don't get caught up in the bullying and the ways of the world. We're far beyond that. We have Jesus in our lives. We can live differently, live out the fruit of the Spirit.